No, I think fourth chapter is this. This chapter is fourth or third? Fourth, right?
Yes, fourth chapter. Sorry, fourth chapter.
Yeah, because slide number 69 is fifth chapter. So we have okay, slides are there. Okay, we'll do this. We'll complete fourth. Then next time we'll start the fifth. We want to do chapter wise each day, and fifth, sixth, like that. So we'll try to complete this chapter, and next time we'll take the fifth chapter. So we were on this slide, 56th slide. Krishna's consorts, Krishna Kanta, manifestation of Radha, past tense, intention. The different types of Krishna's consorts are given: Lakshmi Gana, Mahishi Gana, Bajangana. So Radharani is their pen expansion. So our Amar Arjun Prabhu is here.
Yes, Prabhuji. Dandat Pranams.
Prakash, you have 4 meter college. So you have to explain this slide. You have done your homework.
Yes, Prabhuji. Morning, early in the morning, I did, Prabhuji.
My God, really?
Because I came to Chennai. I'm in Chennai actually. So I put a reminder that first thing before chanting I finished this homework, Prabhuji.
Oh, I think you are very sincere in school also. You are doing homework. So early morning you did. Very good.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
So I will just, with your permission, can I just 1 or 2 minutes I can summarize what I have learned, Prabhuji?
Yes. 5 minutes you can take.
Yes, Prabhuji. So basically, Prabhuji, we are discussing the topic of Krishna's consorts and manifestations called as Krishna Kanta. So basically, the first is actually Lakshmi Gana, and it explains about the plenary portions, and identity is Vaibhava Hamsa. So Mother Lakshmi is actually the plenary expansion of Srimati Radharani. She is actually not different from Srimati Radharani. So like how Lord Krishna has many expansions such as Narayana, Narasimha, Rama, so does Srimati Radharani, and we know that Krishna is a avatari. So here Srimati Radharani expands as Mahalakshmi, and Mahalakshmi further expands herself as so many other Lakshmis. So they are all consorts of the Lord in different forms. So it is also said that in this material world, and Karmis in particular, they worship Mother Lakshmi for material wealth, and she deludes them more by giving more material opulence. But in contrast, the Vaishnavas, they worship Radharani or Lakshmi ji as an eternal mother, and she provides them with eternal wealth of bhakti. So that is the most important aspect that we can understand here. So we also worship Mother Lakshmi in the form of Srimati Radharani. The Karmis also worship, but what we asked for, what we desire, is completely opposite in nature. Then we can see in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 474 and 75, it is said that the beloved consorts of Lord Krishna are of 3 kinds: the goddess of fortune, the queens, the milkmaids of Vraja, who are the foremost of all, who are actually the gopis. So these concerts are all the proceed from Srimati Radharani. So just as the fountainhead Lord Krishna is the cause of all causes and incarnations, so is Srimati Radharani is the cause of all these forms of Lakshmi. So the second aspect is Mahishi Gana, which is actually Srimati Radharani's reflections. It's called Vaibhava Prakasha.
Queens of Dwarka. Queens of Dwarka.
Yes, Prabhuji, Queens of Dwarka. So the goddess of fortune are actually partial manifestations of Srimati Radhika, and the queens are the reflections of her image. And the queens are of the nature of her Vaibhava Prakasha. So this is what we understand on the Mahishi Gana. Third one is the Vyuha form, which is basically the expansions, where we have seen that the Braja Devis have diverse bodily features. They are actually her expansions, her direct expansions, and they are the instruments for expanding the rasa. So we have seen that without the concerts, there is not much of a rasa. So Lord Krishna engages in rasa with all these foremost expansions, which is who are the gopis, and they assist the Lord in various pastimes, and they help the Lord Krishna to taste all the sweetness of the rasa dance, and other pastimes. So there is no difference between the original form and the reflected forms, and the female reflection of Lord Krishna's pleasure potency are as good as Krishna himself. So we can see that everything originates, all the Lakshmis originate from Srimati Radharani, who is actually the foremost, is what we can understand from this.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So, very good. Nice. Thank you for doing the homework.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So, very nicely, Prabhuji explained. So, basically, three things you have to understand: expansion, reflection, and plenary portions. So, expansions are like the direct, rather than is direct expansion. They are very close, all the gopis. And then reflection is actually not so close as much the expansion. So Radharani's reflections are the Mahishaganas, the queens of Dwarka. And plenary portion is actually very at distance. Expansion, like that. So they are the Lakshmi Gana. So because they are Aishwarya Bhav, Mahishigana also a little Aishwarya, little Madhurya. But these gopis, Vrajangana, they are in Madhurya Bhav only, sweetness. So they are rather as direct expansion. Then the Mahishigana are the reflection, and the Lakshmi Gana are the plenary portion. So for Lord also it's like that. Just like Radharani is expansion, reflection, plenary portion. So Krishna also, we see that this Vyuha, Vaibhav Prakash, and Vaibhav Vilas, that we'll see later, technically. But they are also in the same way. View are very close. They have the direct expansion, then the reflection, and then the plenary portion. So amongst gopis also, there are very priya sakhis, and the very dear gopis, and the dear gopis, and the gopis also, there are categories still. So anybody knows which are the categories in the gopis also? Rajangana, still the category. Expansion may be our category. This priya sakhi, and then there are some 108. Among that 108, the 8 are prominent. From that 8, 2 are prominent. Who are the 2? At least we should know the 2.
Lalita Vishaka.
Lalita Vishaka.
Yeah, Lalita Vishaka. And which are the 8?
Sorry, Prabhuji, what did you ask?
Which are the 8 gopis who are prominent?
Lalita Vishaka, Tungavidya, Champakalata, Sudevi.
Five are only over. 3 are missing.
Induleka.
Induleka.
And 2 more. 2 more.
Rangadevi.
Yes,
Rangadevi. And then 6, 7, 8. 8 one is
Chitra, Prabhuji.
Chitra.
Devi.
Chitra Devi. Acha. Okay. Sure, na? I am believing you all. So 8. These are the 8 who are in Mayapur. We have those names also. Difficult to remember. I also tried. But good, you all revise. So these are the 8. Among the 8 who are dear, and among that also, Lalita Vishaka, who is more dear? Amongst Lalita Vishaka, who is more dear? Don't know.
Both are close, Prabhuji.
Both are close only, standing, but one is more close. Which is on the side of Krishna?
Vishakha, Prabhu.
Vishaka is on the, I think, right, left. On the Krishna's side, Krishna's side means to our left is Lalita. Amongst Lalita, Vishaka, Lalita is little more dear to the Lord. We see who was Lalita in Chaitanya Lila, was most close to Lord. He knew the mood of Lord always.
Swarup Damodara Goswami.
So Damodar Goswami. So he was always with the Lord. He was like a shadow. He knew the Lord's every mood and he would sing accordingly. So he is Lalita. And was Vishaka? Chaitanya Lila?
Ramananda Rai, Prabhu.
Ramananda. Yeah. So, of course, he also dear, but more dear. You know? Dear, more dear, most dear. It's like that. So anyway, Radharani is the most dear. Then Lalita, and then Vishaka, and then other gopis 8, and then 108, 1008, and like that. And then these Mahishi Ganas, Lakshmi Ganas. Lakshmi actually not so dear. Because Lakshmi has that vow of Aishwarya. So that's why Lord like so much Aishwarya. And we know this Jagannath pastime. Jagannath Rath Yatra now going on. In Pune we have tomorrow. When you have there? Wait.
We finished, Prabhuji.
We completed, Prabhu. We completed on 20th. We had 2 Rath Yatras, one on 20th and one on the previous Friday. It's 17th. 17th.
Oh, really?
Yes, Prabhu.
Acha. So,
Prabhuji, tomorrow we are going with family, Prabhuji, to Chennai ISKCON temple where there's going to be Rath Yatra. 4 kilometers. 4 kilometers.
Acha.
They're going to do it 4 kilometers.
Right. Oh, Chennai had been, I remember, long back. They have Ratha there. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Tomorrow
From
there
2
will be.
p.m. 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Prabhuji.
Who is special guest? Somebody coming? Maharaj?
No, Prabhuji. Our
Acha, you sounded.
Manaswami Maharaj will be there, Prabhuji, tomorrow.
Okay.
He's going to give class tomorrow also.
Oh, good. Yeah. So here also tomorrow Rath Yatra. So Rath Yatra also basically is how Lord Jagannath doesn't like so much Lakshmi Dasa. He likes, of course, but then he likes more association of the gopi. Whole year he's thinking. Although he's there with the Lakshmi, but his mind is there. Gopis. How I can go and meet the gopis. So after the Anavasar period, 15 days he's with Lakshmi. And like today our Prabodhananda Saraswati Swami Maharaj, he's giving Katha, Jagannath Katha, 6 to 3 days. They are telling that for last 15 days during the Anavasar period, Lakshmi is serving Jagannath day and night. Taking so much care because he has fallen sick. And just for some time, Lakshmi falls asleep like this. For some time. So she is awake, na? So little bit she gets some nap. During that time, Jagannath runs away. He goes to the Gundicha. So बस हो गया ना अभी मुझे थोड़ा जाने दो बाहर. For so long I am here. थोड़ा बाहर की हवा खाने दो. I have to go out. So like that, when Lakshmi falls asleep for some time, Jagannath goes up to the this Gundicha. That's Sundarachal also they call. Sri Mandir is main temple, and from there Lord goes to Gundicha. And so Maharaj told about the eight angas of this festival. So there is Hera Panchami. Today was the Hera Panchami. That is the fifth day. What is the Hera means? Looking and seeing. So actually Lakshmi goes to the there Gundicha today, and she's very angry because Jagannath told, I will just come in one day. He went like that because he sent some message to Lakshmi that I will come in one day. But he didn't come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 din ho gaya, he has not come. So Lakshmi goes with the Rath. And there the Rath of Jagannath is there outside Gundicha. And she is very, very angry. And she, the servants of Lakshmi capture the servants of Jagannath, and they beat the servants. And Lakshmi is very angry and says, why you have brought my Jagannath here? And then she says, sorry, we'll bring him immediately, few days. Please you go back. Today is the Hera Panchami, right? Hera Panchami means Lakshmi goes and chastises the servants of Jagannath, and she comes back. So when he comes Jagannath on the 9th day, I think on Tuttarat, then Lakshmi ji closed, darwaja band kar deti. He says, you cannot come because you have been out for so many days. You said only one day, you cannot come. Get out. Then Jagannath Balle Subhadra, they have to stay one night outside. And then they show that Sunabesh, that golden armor, and they all they wear. So it's a very nice festival, 9 days festival. So basically the point is Jagannath or Krishna likes the association of gopis more. So they are very dear. Lakshmi Ganadhar really. So Radharani's first expansion are the gopis, the expansion. The Mahishi Ganas are the reflection, and Lakshmi Ganas are the plenary portion. Plenary portion is like a distance. It is close to reflection and more close to expansion. Expansion, reflection, plenary portion. Like that. So they are yeah. Next slide. Some verses. Can you tell the verse number? We cannot find it.
4.83. 4.83.
83. The verses are also very nice. Yeah. Okay. Devi Krishnamai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarvalakshmi Mei Sarva Kanti Sammohini Para. That is not the problem. Okay. Yeah. So Lakshmi, where she is doing tapasya still now? Now also in Vrindavan? She has not got entry. I don't know.
Prabhu Rajapur?
No. In Vrindavan, which is the place where Lakshmi is doing austerity to get entrance into the Ras Lila. And she is still doing tapasya, but she has not got entry into Ras Lila because she has the Aishwarya Bhav. She doesn't want to do simple work like gopis, gobar utha, and bringing the water and doing simple work. Lakshmi says she cannot do. So that's why she doesn't get entry into Ras Lila. So she is doing still tapasya to achieve Krishna's association. So which is that place in Vrindavan? That is called Bilvavan or Belvan. Belvan or Bilvavan. That is the place. Yeah. Radharani is a direct counterpart of Krishna. Explained most beautiful, lovely abode of worship and love. Krishna Mai. Okay, this verse is there 83. Oh. You're able to see this verse screen? Very nice. Share. Share. You can give me share. Some verses also you can see. You able to see?
Yes, Prabhu.
Krishnamai Krishnayara Bhitare Bahire. You can also repeat. I'm not able to. You can unmute and mute. Krishnamai Krishnayara Bhitare Bahire.
Krishnamayi Krishna Yara Vitare Bahire.
Yaha yaha nitya pade taha Krishna spure.
Yana Yana Netra Pade Krishna Sure.
Krishnamai means one who's within and without our Lord Krishna. She sees Lord Krishna wherever she casts her glance. It's about Radharani. One of the names of Radharani is Krishnamai. She is only filled with Krishna. Krishna. Kimva prema rasamaye Krishne raswaru.
Ba Prema Rasamaya Krishnera Swarupa.
Tara Shakti Tara Sahaya Ekaru.
Tanda Shakti Tanda Sahaya Ekrupa.
Or Krishnamai means that she is identical with Lord Krishna, for she embodied the mellow love. The energy of Lord Krishna is identical with him. So she is always thinking of Krishna, 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 Krishna. That's why she is Krishnamai. And her dress is of which color? Radharani's dress. Which color's dress she wears?
Blue, Prabhu, blue.
Blue. Why?
Krishna's color.
Krishna's color. So she's always thinking of Krishna, Krishna. She wears that dress also. Always think of Krishna. Krishna vancha purti rupa kare aradhane.
Krishna Vacha Purte Rupa Kare Aradhane.
Attaiva radhika nama prane vakhane.
Ateva Radhika Nama Purane Vakhane.
Her worship, Aradhana, consists of fulfilling the desires of Lord Krishna. Therefore, the Puranas called her Radhika. Aradhana, the name comes from Radhika. Radha, Aradhana. Worshipping, one is always worshipping Lord Krishna within her mind. Radha, Aradhana. And do you know what is the meaning of aparadha? What is the meaning of aparadha? You know, what is the meaning of aparadha? Who knows? We keep doing aparadha, but we don't know the meaning of aparadha. Yes. It has something to do with Radharani? Radha, aparadha.
Please Radha.
Huh?
Please Radha.
No. That what I was also thinking like that. But aparadha. Radha in Sanskrit, it means satisfaction. Aparadha means which destroys our satisfaction. That is aparadha. Radha is satisfaction, happiness. That which obstructs our happiness. That is aparadha. Okay, this verse comes in the Bhagavatam by Shukadeva Goswami, and this is most close to the name Radharani, and that's where one time only it comes. wholesome Bhagavatam. Anayaradhito nunam.
Anayaradhito nunam.
Bhagavan Hari Ishvara.
Bhagavan Hari Ishvara.
Yanno Vihaya Govinda.
Yenno
No
vihaya
Vihaya Govinda.
Prito Yam Anayadraha.
Pritoyam
Pritoyam
Anayatraha.
anayatraha.
Truly, the personal light of God has been worshipped by her. Therefore, Lord Govinda, be pleased, has brought her to a lonely spot, leaving us all behind. This happened during the Ras Lila. Atayeva Sarva Pujya Parama Devata.
Ateva Sarva Pujya Parama Devata.
Sarva Palika Sarva Jagatera Mata.
Sarva Palika Sarva Jagatera Mata.
Therefore, Radha is Parama Devata, the Supreme Goddess, and she is worshipable for everyone. She is the protectress of all, and she is mother of the entire universe. Oh, so the verses are very nice. We don't have time for all. Okay, anyway, we'll go back to the PPT. So once what happened? Somebody in the class asked Radhanath Swami Maharaj, behind every successful man, there is a woman. They're saying it like that. Behind every successful man, there is a woman. So who is there behind the success of all the brahmacharis and sannyasis? Which woman? They don't have. Like the question was asked to Maharaj. Maharaj said, yes, behind the sannyasis and brahmacharis also, the success of them, behind there is a woman. And who is she?
Radharani.
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 Radharani. Everybody started clapping hands. I remember that. So behind the success of everybody is Radharani. When Radharani recommends us to Krishna, then only we have hope. Otherwise, directly we go to serve Krishna. Krishna sees, my God, this fellow has so many anarthas, he has done so many sinful activities, he has not done devotional service properly. As Krishna says, not less than 100 lifetimes it will take for this fellow to come back. Radharani, so much, 100 lifetimes, too much. He is sincerely trying. Whatever he can, he is doing, although he is slipping and falling and then again getting up. And all these Kanaya Desh devotees, they are trying their best to serve. So please, take them in one lifetime. Then,
Very good.
so when Radharani recommends, all of you want mercy of Radharani or not? Kanaya
We
Desh.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, very good.
So then 100 lifetime का फिर एक lifetime हो जाता है. Otherwise Krishna sees by logic. इसने इतना भक्ति किया है. With this rate, if he does bhakti and so much aparadhi is doing, not less than 100 lifetime. But then rather actually she recommends, then Krishna says, okay, ठीक है. So Radharani's role is so much in brahmachari's life and Grihastha's life, everybody's life, all devotees' life. Without Radharani, there is no hope. Krishna will not take us like that. So anyway, show the PPT now. Yeah. So, Radharani is different meanings of the so Mohini Para Krishna enchants Radharani enchants even him. Okay. Krishna's three unfulfilled desires, confidential reasons for Lord Chaitanya's desires. Okay. Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Idrisho Manayo. Desire number 1, desire number 2, desire number 3. To fulfill these 3, we have seen this, right? Who remembers? Who can tell? What are the 3 confidential reasons?
One, Prabhu, is to know the greatness of Srimati Radharani.
Actually, greatness of Krishna. And okay, ठीक है, you explain this. Yes, bro. Continue.
To know the experience of Radharani. And third is to taste his own sweetness.
Yeah. One is to understand Krishna's greatness or his qualities which attract Radharani. Second is rather to understand Radharani's love. And third is the exchange. The experience of Radharani when she is with Krishna. The experience of Radharani. So these are the three. Radharani's love, Krishna's greatness, and experience. Understand greatness of Radharani's love, taste Krishna's sweetness, and to taste conjugal love experience. एक तो experience है, एक तो Krishna sweetness है और Radharani's greatness. This much you remember. Then it's easy. So these are the confidential reasons. Krishna's desire now to understand greatness of Radharani's love, Sri Radha by becoming Ashray. I am Rasera Nidan Purna Tattva Purnanandamaya, but Radharani's love drives me mad, always overwhelms me, makes me dance. Oh, what is given here? 1 crore times more pleasure than mine. How many times Radharan is getting pleasure? 1 crore times.
1 crore times.
Oh, the number is also given. We'll just check the verse. 126. So, which is the example given? Prabhupada sometimes gives the example. The person who has that sweetness, he doesn't know. But one who tastes the sweetness, he knows. An example you remember?
Prabhu,
See,
mother and baby also. The mother experiences, like the baby is whatever she is experiencing, the mother cannot experience. Like
Acha, okay.
baby,
Okay.
Baby is laughing, that emotions the mother cannot experience, but she can see that. But unless you become the baby, you cannot know how the baby is experiencing that. When she's seeing the mother.
Okay, okay, fine. Any other? Somebody was also telling them. The example which is there in Shastra. Okay, let me tell. The example is given of the lotus and the bumblebee. So the lotus has such a sweetness, fragrance, and the nectar. The lotus himself doesn't understand. But the honeybee or the bumblebee, which tastes the fragrance of the lotus, that can understand the fragrance of the lotus. But the lotus itself cannot. So that example is given. So similarly, Krishna's love, Krishna's greatness, Krishna's sweetness, he himself cannot understand. But Radharani, actually, she tastes and she gets how much pleasure? This is the verse. You are able to see the verse? Nija prema swade mora hayaye Allah.
Ja prema swade mora hayaye ahlada.
Taha haite koti guna radha prema swad.
Taha haite kuki guna radhe prema swada.
See here, whatever pleasure I get from tasting my love for Srimati Radharani, she tastes 10 million times more than me by her love. How much she gets more pleasure? 10 million means 1 crore. 1 crore times more she gets pleasure. Then Krishna. That's why Krishna was in anxiety. Although Krishna is called Abhikya. Abhigya means he knows everything, but he is not Abhigya when with Radha because he doesn't know how much Radharani is getting praised. So this Abhigya is that Abhigya we say Abhigya Swarad. So Krishna doesn't become abhigya. He no longer remains abhigya when he is with Radha, because he is not able to understand what Radha is experiencing. That's why he comes as Mahaprabhu. To keep his name as abhigya, he has to come as Mahaprabhu. So, see, that's 1 crore times. All quotations. Radha Rani being Ashray takes 10 million. Okay. Krishna is the number 2. Taste Krishna's sweetness. 8 aspects. Adi Adbhuta Madhurima. 8 aspects. Krishna's sweetness. You are able to see full screen?
The PowerPoint we are seeing, not whole screen. Okay, but it's okay. We are readable only.
Yeah, but I'm not able to put it on full screen. Constant competition between my sweetness and the mirror of Radha's love. If I see my sweetness in a mirror, I am tempted to taste it, but nevertheless I cannot. If I deliberate on a way to taste it, I find that I hanker for the position of Radhika. कृष्ण माधुर्य एक स्वाभाविक बल कृष्णादि नर नारी करे छंछो. So Krishna wants to taste. If I see my sweetness in mirror, I am tempted to taste it. Nevertheless, I cannot. If I deliberate on a way to taste it, I find that I hanker. So Krishna, when he wants to taste his own sweetness, is not able to taste. Only in a position of a Radharani, he can do that. He cannot taste his own sweetness, just like a lotus cannot taste his own sweetness right now. Similarly, Krishna cannot do it himself. He has to take a position different from Krishna. That is of Radharani. So then, that's why when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there in Jagannath, he was so much in separation of Jagannath, because Mahaprabhu is coming out of Radharani, and when she sees Krishna, and for 15 days he will not see in Anavasar period. Where he will go, Mahaprabhu? Those 15 days where he will go. Jagannath Puri, where?
Gundicha Mandir, Prabhu.
No. No, when Lord is in Anavasar, he's sick. That time what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because the darshan is not open. He's
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
sick. Yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will go.
He goes to another temple, Prabhuji.
Which temple?
I read it somewhere, but I forgot now, Prabhuji.
Alarnath.
Alarnath, correct.
Alarnath. He goes and stays 15 days in so much separation. And when again the Netrotsava, when the darshan opens, that time he comes running from there. And because he's again Krishna, oh Krishna for 15 days. So do you feel like that? Actually, I was just thinking, here in our temple, they close the darshan, Snan Yatra ho gaya, and then Lord is sick, he is there for 15 days, and the darshan is closed. So you don't feel anything only. You feel, okay, ठीक है, 15 दिन बंद है तो क्या है? 15 दिन के बाद खुलेगा ना, anyways. There's hardly any, अरे कब खुलेगा, जगन्नाथ के दर्शन कब होंगे? How many of you feel like that when 15 days Jagannath is not giving darshan? Amal Arjun Prabhu might be feeling that when the 15 days will end, when Lord Jagannath will give darshan. You feel like that?
No, Prabhuji. I'm not a pure devotee, Prabhuji.
15 days कैसे चले गए और दर्शन खुल भी गया? You don't feel so much, na? But Mahaprabhu would count one day gone, 2 days gone. When Jagannath will give darshan again? So Mahaprabhu's eagerness means Radharani's eagerness to see Krishna, we cannot imagine only. One moment he was counting. When darshan was open, he would go and rush. Actually, Mahaprabhu, like Maharaj was telling today, Mahaprabhu generally would take darshan from where? Garud Stambha. He would never go near. But when Jagannath gives darshan after 15 days, when he comes, after Anavasar period, that time Mahaprabhu runs and embraces Jagannath. That is the only one time when he goes near, beyond the Garuda Stambha. Otherwise, he is there at the Garuda Stambha. But this is the time when he goes and embraces Jagannath. Because for 15 days he couldn't meet, couldn't take darshan. हमारे लिए क्या है 15 दिन नहीं तो नहीं. We are so detached, we are so detached, we are so detached that we are detached from Krishna only. So we should not be so detached. We should be detached from this material things, but not detached from Krishna. So क्या है 15 दिन दर्शन बंद है तो क्या प्रॉब्लम? हमको कुछ लगता ही नहीं. Gopis rude bhav is pure love, not lust. Correct? I am. आत्मेन्द्रिय प्रीति वांछा तारे बलि काम, कृष्णेन्द्रिय प्रीति इच्छा धरे प्रेम नाम. So this we know. Gopis. So can you tell why sometimes the gopis love is compared to lust also? There is words used in lust also. Gopis lust for Krishna. Somewhere in Bhagavatam we will find that. Why? Who can say? Yes, my question to
The
you.
Prabhupada says, Prabhu, that initially they had lust because then because of contact with Krishna, it transformed into love. Initially, it was they had. Somewhere I read like that.
Not the gopis, they were the aborigine women they in the forest. When they put the dust from Krishna's feet on their chest, their lust goes away. Not with the gopis. Gopis are pure.
Okay.
But why? Why sometimes instead of love, the lust is used? You see in the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is said, who is lust for Krishna, like it is there in some places. So why? So lust is not lust. Lust, love, the difference between iron and gold. But why the word lust is used? Because the lust is such a powerful force in this material world, is it not? Lust is such a powerful force. So to make a conditioned soul understand that how powerful is the attraction of gopis toward Krishna, the word lust is used. Because people can understand that only, lust. Oh, that kind of power the lust has. But they had the same magnitude like lust, but the vector is opposite. Lust means for me, love is for Krishna. But both's magnitude are same. It's huge magnitude. Only the vector direction is ek niche, ek upar. It's towards Krishna and towards me. So that's why the lust to give the idea of the magnitude of Gopi's love. So in the material world also a girl and boy, they fall in so-called lust with each other. So they are constantly thinking of each other only. So din raat. So like that gopis were thinking day and night, day and night, day and night. That's why sometimes this example is given, lust. So people can understand. Love unko samjhega hi nahi. So that's why the word is used sometime by Prabhupada. And third reason is to test the conjugal love experienced by Radha. There is no slight taint of lust, only desire to serve Krishna. Krishna becomes eternally indebted to with joy. And this is Krishna's joy, never forsake. Okay. Real meaning of Sri Radha Pranaya Mahima, as explained by Lord Krishna himself. Gopis are the greatest devotees. Gopis are helpers. All you are able to see the PPT, right? Or no? You also keep PPT with you. Whether I am sharing or not, I don't
Cannot see Prabhu.
see. Yeah. So these topics are actually beyond our scope. Are you able to see?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
See, gopis are the greatest devotees. Gopis are helpers, teachers, friends, wives, dear, disabled, serving aids. Krishna. Radharani is the topmost among all the gopis. Lord Chaitanya appeared with Radha's sentiment, taste, conjugal love. So that's why if we see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's whole life, it was mostly in the internal consciousness. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was in Jagannath Puri for last 18 years, only 6 years of them he spent with devotees and doing Rath Yatra and others. But last 12 years, he was completely absorbed in deep consciousness, internal consciousness in that small place. What was the name of that place?
Gambira.
Gambhira. So the Gambhira Lord was so Gambhir, serious, and just he was diving deep in the ocean of ecstasy. For 12 years, he was like constantly almost inside of him, hardly would come out. So, so that is like oceanic love of Radharani for Krishna. We cannot imagine. It's like completely beyond our understanding what Radharani feels for Krishna. So Krishna himself is not able to understand what we can understand. So Krishna himself had to come. Yeah. Krishna explaining Radharani, how Radharani is Krishna. 5 jnana, eyes, ears, nose. My beauty defeats beauty of 10 million cupids. Answer gives pleasure to 3 words. Seeing Radharani gives pleasure to my eyes. Ears. My flute attracts 3 words. My ears are enchanted by Radharani's sweet words. My body lends fragrance to entire creation. Scent of Radharani's lips captures my mind. Entire creation is full of different tastes because of me. I am charmed by nectarine taste of Radharani's lips. My touch is fuller than 10 million moons. I am prepared by Radharani's touch. I am the source of happiness for the entire world. Beauty and attributes of Sri Radhika are my life and food. So, Krishna is completely defeated. Madan Mohan is defeated by Madan Mohan Mohini. My eyes are fully satisfied when I look upon Radharani. Flute like Baba. For she thinks to sound of okay. Comparison of experience of Krishna and Radharani. Even with hundreds of mouths, I could not express the transient pleasures he derives from my association. Seeing the luster of her complexion after our pastime together, I forget my own identity. Yes. Krishna's desires. Formerly I tasted mellow of pure love when I appeared, but my 3 desires are not satisfied. So, assuming her sentiments and complexion, I shall descend. Krishna's decision and time for incarnation of age, concept, and act. These are the 3 external reasons. What are the 3 external reasons? Here, the 3 external reasons are given. Advaita Acharya calls, then Krishna's incarnation for this Yuga avatar had also come. And third is to distribute the Prema Bhakti. That is there. So, so I remember when this how in Vrindavan, Radha and Krishna's pastimes, they are so sweet. And the more details are given in Anand Vrindavan Jambu and Gopal Jambu. So once there was an incident which is described in Anand Vrindavan Jambu, that once there was invitation by Vrishabhanu to Nanda Maharaj for a lunch with the family. So very beautifully it explained. I'll explain 5 minutes only. But you should read yourself, Anand Vrindavan. So very sweet. And when Krishna comes to know, Haribol, we have to go for the party and he would get to meet Radha. So he's very much excited. So then Yashoda tells to Krishna that tomorrow we have to go to Radharani's place, to Shivana's place for lunch. Okay, so please don't go out tomorrow. So Krishna agrees, yes, tomorrow he will. But then Krishna says, can I bring my friends also? Yashoda says, no, the invitation is only for our family, not for your friends. They are all naughty friends. Don't bring. So next day when there is time for them to go, Madhumangal comes to know. And he comes there right on the spot. And he says, you all are going to Shibhanu's place for lunch. What about me? Wherever there is lunch, I have to be there. Madhumangal. Then Yashoda thinks, my God, ye kahan se aa gaya? So they take him also. So Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, then Krishna Balram, and then Madhumangal, they all go to Shibhanu's place. So, Barsana. And then when they come there, then there is a grand welcome by Shibhanu, Kirtida, Radharani, and there are other gopis who have prepared a nice feast for Krishna. And then when they go, Madhumangal is so excited by the smell only he understands that there is a big feast and he is dancing. And a very nice description is there when they enter and they are all welcome. And then actually Kirtida, she mother of Radharan, she invites Yashoda to the kitchen and then she shows that how such a big feast is prepared. Radharan, who is almost like 12 years her age and with some other Sakhis. The big feast and Madhumangal is so excited and when there is serving, that time Yashoda says to Radharan that you serve. And then Radharan is served and then Madhumangal and they are all sitting, Krishna and Balram and others are sitting and Radharan with all the Sakhis they serve. And then there is conversation and then at the end, uh, Nanda Maharaj and they are so much enchanted by the such nectarian prasad, which is food by Radharani. So Nanda Maharaj says that I have never tasted such nectarian prasad in my life. That time Yashoda sees that Nanda Maharaj that don't I cook so nicely? Nanda Maharaj says, yeah, yeah, but this prasad is very nice. And then when everything is over, that time Yashoda also sees that Radharani is best to cook. So that time she requests Radharani, can you come and cook for my Kanha Krishna also? She is so happy. The success of her service. And then from that day on, she comes and daily cooks for Krishna and the friends from that time. Because Yashoda sees her cooking. And do you know which is the place where Radharani cooks for Krishna? In Vrindavan, which is the place? It is near to Nanda Bhavan also. Don't know? Yes. You're hearing or I don't know where.
Don't know.
Very
Prabhu.
good. Okay. Which is the Sarovar which is very near to Nanda Bhavan, where Nanda Maharaj goes for taking bath. No? Vrindavan Yatra you had been recently? How many of you had gone for Vrindavan Yatra?
Yeah, we have been, Prabhuji, but we don't remember the names, Prabhuji. The next time we have to remember.
Very good. So the Sarovar which is so near to Nanda Bhavan is Pavan Sarovar. Do you remember Pavan Sarovar? No?
No, Prabhuji,
Pavan.
we are hearing this first time.
Oh, Pavan Sarovar. That's where Nanda Maharaj generally goes for the bath. Pavan Sarovar. So Pavan Sarovar is their place where Radharani used to cook. So after these incidents where they had gone for lunch and Radharani cooked such a big, huge feast, Yashoda is so pleased and then she actually invites that you come daily. You should come daily and cook. But then that time, Radharani and plus they say that what people will say that how she is cooking for Krishna and they custom, na? She is not married yet. So it was okay. So she may not cook in our house, but she can cook in Pavan Sarovar, near Pavan Sarovar. and then we'll arrange for it to be transferred to our house. Because that time a young girl cooking for a young boy who is not married. So people may ask. So that's why she cooks in Pavansavar, which is near to the Nanda Bhavan. So from there they transfer it from Mother Yashoda. So that is the place where they used to cook from that time. So Radharani, she is so much absorbed in serving Krishna and cooking for Krishna that once what happens, once she is not allowed to meet Krishna by that, Jatila Kutila. So she is high with fever and the temperature has risen. And that time, all the gopis they come and they apply chandan on the body. And then Radharani says, without Krishna, this chandan, without Krishna, without service to Krishna, this chandan is appearing like fire to me, fire. Stop applying this chandan. I want to meet Krishna. That's why this fever is there. That's why the temperature is there. What will the chandan will do? So without the service to Krishna, without Krishna, this chandan is appearing like fire. And when Radha is cooking for Krishna, with so many, actually there are chulas around her, and she is in the middle, and she is cooking on various chulas. So the fire is there. She is in between the fire, the hot summer. And then one gopi comes and she says, Radharani, you are not feeling the fire, heat of the fire. You are cooking for Krishna, but there is fire all around you. So she says, in service to Krishna, even the fire appears like chandan to me. Without Krishna, without service to Krishna, chandan appears like fire. And in service to Krishna, the fire appears like chandan fire. It is cooling because I am serving Krishna. That's why she cooks for Krishna in Pavan Sarovar, like that. So they are very, very nice pastimes. So Krishna, Radharani, that's why name is what? Which name we saw? She is always absorbed in Krishna.
Krishnamayi.
Krishnamayi, Krishnamayi. Always thinking of how to serve Krishna. That's all. Nothing else. So we can pray that we can also someday think like that, observing Krishna and serving Krishna. Most of the time, the thoughts for us are, how can I serve myself? Serving ourselves is the main thought. Serving Krishna and serving others are last. We have completed the 4th chapter. We will start from the 5th. We will do systematic 5th, 6th, one chapter we'll try to cover. So 69th slide. Okay. Yeah. So 4th chapter we have covered. So 5th we'll start from the next time. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Krishna Swaraj Goswami ki jai. One verse you should remember. This homework for everybody. What is the homework? Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Amritera Sindhu Karna Mana Tripta Kare Char Eka Bindu. So please search this verse which is there in the CC and you can recite. What is the meaning? Who can tell? No.
Amrita's nectar, Prabhuji. That much I can tell.
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Amritera Sindhu.
Yeah, it is a river of nectar.
Ocean of nectar.
Ocean of nectar. Ocean of nectar.
Chaitanya Charitamrita Ocean of nectar. Karna Mana Tripta Kare Jar Eka Bindu. Means Karna means Kan and Man is mind. Tripta Kare Jar Eka Bindu. One drop. One drop can satisfy our mind and ear. One drop. It is Sindhu. One drop also can. So I like this verse. So you'll all memorize this verse, simple. Next time? Yes or no?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, we have homework. I'm going to do regular homework for all of you. Very bored. So you are happy? Karna and Man is satisfied with the Sindhu's Bindu.
Very bold.
Or you are getting bored?
No, Prabhuji, it's very nectarian Haribol.
Thank you so much for tolerating. Okay, we'll end. Today I didn't go for the program because it was raining. I'm here in the office only. I can sleep now. I don't have to travel. Okay, we'll meet
Hare
next
Krishna.
Saturday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.